All right, guys. One of my favorite boxes to do. It's Going Gear. It's the EDC Club Premium box. A little late because still went to my old address. I gotta call them. I gotta work that out. But it's here. That's the point. And for the record, it is here before the end of the year. It is New Year's Eve. It's the 31st. So I checked the shipping. They sent it out on the 23rd. This is a box that typically comes a little bit towards the end of the month. So it was priority mail 2-day shipping. We would have had it a little sooner had it not needed to be forwarded, but that's neither here nor there. The point is we've got it, and it is here for December, and it is here before the end of. You probably won't see this until January 2023. Just with the timing and everything, but I mean it's for sure because I'm doing it on the 3rd. Never mind. Ignore my babbling. But let's take a look. I love Going Gear because we get to switch out of some of the normal boxes we look at, and we get to really focus on EDC stuff. And seriously, guys, if you've seen me do these unboxings before, I have loved what comes in EDC gear. Not every single item per se, but overall, I love this box. So let's take a look at what we've got for December. That's interesting. Okay, well, I was gonna say, this looks like a knife, a Bestech. I can always deal with a Bestech. And let's see. All right. So wow. So in the box we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Interesting. So this is the premium box. So there's a standard level, there's a premium level. We've got everything going on right now. I'm wearing Star Wars pajama pants if they happen to flash on camera. I'm proud of it. I'm not ashamed. All right, so we're gonna start. We're gonna save. This is a wow. Bestech is, if you're not familiar, they give a value of $221 for this Bestech knife. Bestech makes some good stuff. I don't know if I would normally classify them as a really high-end maker, but some of the it's a good quality brand. I mean, their knives are high quality stuff. I guess it all depends on what it's made of. Anyway, we'll look at this in a minute. Let's start with the standard box, and we'll go right down the list. And it starts with a Kubi, and I'm never upset getting a Kubi. I love Kubi. I've loved them since way back when, and I love saying this. I say this all the time. I've been reviewing Kubis since before Kubi was cool. Very first Kubi I ever reviewed was their 003, the old model, and ooh. So this is the KU 331. Is that an I? E1? Anyway. The Thalia. I have not seen this one. We'll use a knife to open the knife. The irony is never lost on me there. So no, I love Kubi though. Their quality is great, and whether you get one of the lower end line, like kind of like one of these, or you get their higher end, and they have some they have some really expensive Kubis as that brand goes. The thing is, the materials are different, but the fit and finish and the quality is great all the time. I really enjoy what Kubi has, and so I'm not bashing the knife. I'm just saying this kind of G10. I've never. So basically, I don't like camouflage G10 because it's just it's kind of like a print on top of jade is what it always is. But a lot of people do like this. If you wanted to, you could just sand this off and you'd get the jade G10 underneath it. I've seen this done quite a few times. Spyderco even uses it sometimes. It's neither here nor there, I'm just saying. So let's see, in Greek mythology, Thalia was the daughter of Zeus, a goddess and muse for poetry and comedy. Okay, so 3.27 inch bead blasted D10. D10? What the hell am I thinking? D2 steel blade with snappy action. So you can use this. They call this a hole. That's like, to me, that's not a hole. It's a hole cutout. But anyway, so we've got front flipper, we've got hole. So front flippers, I really like. It does take some getting used to if you haven't. Ooh, that's a nice blade. If you haven't used front flippers before, it does take a little getting used to. So we can thumb action it. We can, some front flippers are designed to use your index finger. Some use your thumb. I like that. That's good action there. And then they say we can also, I guess this is designed for the middle finger flick, which I don't like to do. But yeah, action is good all the way around. It's a nice blade. That's a lot of good cutting surface there. I just gave the blade a little wipe down. Had the usual D2 oil. It's a nice looking blade. Nice finish. Simple handle. It's comfortable. It is EDC sized. Lock is easy. Good centering. Can I do this with my thumb? It's a little awkward position, but yeah, it works. Like I said, good fit and finish. Don't feel those screws at all. I could deal with that. You know, you can see kind of, it's interesting on the printing. I don't know if it's coming out on camera. You can see the lines from the printing of, you know, obviously this was, I don't know what kind of printing that was done, but you see what I'm talking about? Like the printing lines. Interesting the way it's done. But that camo's not bad. I kind of like how you can sort of see the translucence of the jade through it. Still might take it off. I don't know. I mean, I think this would look good in just plain jade. I think anything looks good in jade, but that's me. I like the action on the flipper. That works pretty well. I had cutting money here a second ago. Very smooth. Ooh, very smooth. And I don't know, do I have 550? I don't have, I'm a terrible human being. I don't have 550 cord in front of me. Yes, I do. I'm not only a terrible human being, I'm a dirty liar as well. So, let's see. Ooh, slice is perfect, no effort whatsoever. And we'll do the pull through. Also no effort whatsoever. And pew, pew, pew. Yep, very pew. Nice knife. Okay, spent enough time on this knife. First item in the box, sorry. Next, we've got the Nextorch glow tube. That's what it says, glow tube. This is a red one. Oh, look at all the colors it comes in. I'm not gonna lie, I would have loved a green or a blue, but red is cool. Very Sith-like, so that's awesome. No, it's alkaline. Okay, I was wondering if it was rechargeable. Just curious. Now on the box it says this is waterproof to, what, 60 meters? Yeah, 200 feet. Nice. And it does glow. Let me turn off this light right here. So not so much, you know, a light to do stuff with as it is a kind of a marker. You know, like a gear marker, something like that. What's the $18.95, so less than $20. High intensity waterproof light source. See, that's kind of like why I would like maybe one of the brighter colors, because red, you know, when we're talking about, when we're getting into it, we're talking about like wavelength and light spectrum and stuff. You know, a red light doesn't give you a lot of light in terms of what it does for you. Oh wait, this has different modes? Okay. So apparently it has different modes. So it has 100% constant on. So how do I get it to 25% constant on? All right, I got to turn this light off again so we can do this. So by twisting the cap, it gives you, and then you can, like, so if you want 100% on, then there's 25% on, and then you just leave it. And then you got a little flash. So it's an interesting thing. And I get, okay, so at 100% on, it does give you a little bit of light. And I don't know if the camera's picking up as much as what I'm seeing here. You know, the red one, you know, tactical map and chart reading. But definitely, like, you know, I mean, if you need to mark in it, like in the dark as a route marker, as an area marker, it does give you, the red does give you a little bit of light. But so what I would say, you know, recommendation wise, if you're looking for an actual, if you want light, like a small light, like to work with, or I would get one of the brighter colors. I guess it all depends on what you're looking for. For less than $20, I can make use of this, and I will definitely enjoy using it. And I know the boys would probably love to play with it and stuff too. But yeah, they're pretty cool. I probably, you know, once again, like I say, value of these kinds of boxes, one of the values is getting to discover new things. I discovered a new thing, and I probably will go and buy maybe one of the green, blue, or white light ones just to test them out against this, and maybe have as, you know, a piece of gear to use. So there we go. Oh, and by the way, it's got a big ass lanyard you can attach to it. I mean, big ass. I guess you can wear it as a necklace, you know, and whatever. So there we go. Okay, next, the Uberleben Zunden Fatty. And this is like a big old ferro rod. And can you ever have too many ways to start a fire? I guess that really depends on your current psychological state. And this is, ooh, look at that. Oh, it's so beautiful. Standard kind of striker that comes with a lot of ferro rods. But you know we're going to do something completely unsafe, and, you know, do not try at home. Cause we got to. Cause we got to. So we'll try just the regular side, and we'll use that. We do both. So it'll help get the coating off, right? Nice. Set the house on fire. And will this, yeah? That spark scared me a little bit. Nice. All right, I'm gonna stop because these sparks are going way farther than I want them to. Awesome. Awesome. $22. Half-inch ferro rod, natural, handmade wooden handle. Shoots out sparks at over 5,000 degrees. It's good for around 20,000 strikes. I can smell, like, as I'm doing this, I can smell the actual strikes. So yeah, to me, you never have enough good quality anyway, ferro rods and everything. And I like that this one is nice big handle to hold on to, nice big rod. Awesome. I'm not gonna beat this one to death. Always good to have. Is this EDC? I don't know if this is really an EDC item. I don't care. I'm happy with it. Looks like they're actually branching out a little bit in this box with some non-EDC stuff, because then we have a Kuska cup, which I'm not thrilled with in this box, to say the truth. This could be an EDC item. We got a Kuska in I think it was a battle box once upon a time, and I had actually said, this is something that, you go to survival school and they teach you how to make stuff like this. I mentioned, so what they teach you anyway, what they do is you take wood and your survival knife and you carve it, and you take, from a fire, like a hot coal or something, and you burn wood, and it's a process. I could not make one that looked this nice. I can never make one that looked this nice. In fact, because when you make one in the field, like this is done professionally. This is not done with the burning and the carving out. I mean, this is done with, you know, is it done by hand? I don't know, but this is probably treated, and this is a professionally done one. This is much nicer than anything I can produce. I'm just going to put it there. I'm going to say that. This could be, I mean, let's see, what does this say? Hand wash with warm water, dry thoroughly, and apply a light coat of oil if and when needed. Yeah. 8 ounces. This definitely could be an EDC item. You could bring this around and use it for whatever you want. This could also be a camping outdoors item. You could make this yourself. You absolutely could make that. I'm sure there's a video on YouTube. And somebody asked me once, I should, you know, would I do a video on, you know, what they taught up in survival. So SEER, we often call survival schools, survival, evasion, resistance, and escape. But then there's a different kind of survival school you go to also, which is SEER is very much a shorter term kind of survival school. And a lot of it is focused on how to avoid being captured. And SEER also involves a portion of what to do when captured, when you know, like, so that, but there is also a longer term military survival school you can go to that teaches you more long term on your own. Anyway, sorry, I'm doing that again. I'm getting off on tangents. So this is doing stuff like this is part of those programs, like learning how to do this. A lot of sewing involved in survival school, believe it or not. A lot of sewing to make different things. Anyway, I remember now that I was asked, like, could I demonstrate this? You know what? Maybe I'll get to that shortly. But like I said, I think twice already, this is a much finer product than I could ever turn out, because this is a professionally done. It's a really, I mean, it's nice. It's very nice. It's my big fat fingers don't want to fit all the way through here. But you know what's the beauty in something like this? If it's yours, you could personalize it. You could bore that out a little bit and make it just perfect for your fingers, if you wanted. I mean, but anyway, $24. You know, they say it's good for hot and cold. I mean, so this should be, when it's made, given a little treatment, whether it's just oiled or kind of a lacquery kind of, you know, food safe and everything. Anyway. I don't know, like it or not, not my favorite item, but useful, yeah. And it's, you know, for a hardwood item, it's really kind of light. So, okay. So that's everything in the standard. I like it. This is fun. It's useful. It's definitely useful. I don't know if it's as useful as some of the other lights they've given us, but I can definitely make use of this and I'll enjoy it. This is a knife I can definitely carry and use. And even though it's not quite straight EDC, yes, this is definitely something I'm going to put into my my stock of stuff I'm going to use. And again, whether you're going to use this outdoors with or you know, or EDC, in terms of using it every day, bring it to work. It can be a coffee cup, it can be a water cup, it can be whatever. You could use this thing every day. You could, yeah. So cool. Now into the premium, we've got Bestech Reticulin. They give it a value of $221. You know, I haven't looked that up or anything, obviously. It's a compact, stylish knife designed by Elijah Isham. Oh, that is a story. If you don't know how he, never mind. I'm going to leave that. Not even gonna. So we're expecting, all right, so he has a very particular style with the knives that he designs. It's fun to use and look at. CPM S35VN, crucible steel is very, it's some of the best steel, powdered steel. This is not as, when I say severe, I mean that in not a bad way. Elijah Isham, some of his designs are very, very, I mean severe in terms of extreme, in terms of the way that he designs stuff. And this is a little, by his standards, this is a little, I would say tame. Some of his designs are very, very, like, you look at them and they are, and I don't mean it in a negative way at all. Don't take it that way. But they're like, 100%. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to put it another way. You look up his designs, and like he goes for it every single time. But I can see his lines in this thing for sure. So CPM S35 VN blade, titanium frame, and then you've got, of course, reinforced steel insert there. Yep, and it over travel too. Yes, I know I'm not saying anything. I'm very comfortable right up here. I'd love it if that swept down just a little bit right there. Just a little bit. See how it hits the meat of the hand? I would love it if it came down just a little bit. But very comfortable all through here. Love the blade. Absolutely love the blade. Love the finish, the tumble finish on the titanium. And the blade has, it's just a slight, I'm putting fingerprints on it already because I'm a terrible human being and I deserve to be punished. Just ever so slightly, that tumbly finish on the blade. Beautiful. Absolutely no, oh wow, that's so smooth. Perfect detent, no stick on the lock whatsoever. Great detent, nice strong detent, right? So every time you open this knife, it's gonna fly out, it's gonna rocket out there. Love the finish on the titanium. Nice clip, not too strong, but springy, right? So it's gonna hold in your pocket. Would love it if it was deep carry, but it's not. Does this work? No. Well, I guess. You know, a lot of knives will work in different ways. You got to get used to them. And that's not a way I'm likely to deploy it anyway. I'm more likely to, there we go. I mean, there's no reason to need to. That flipper is awesome. Where'd I put the money? Okay. And the cord. You know, it feels a little bit rough on the cord. Not as, a little bit rougher than the Kubi was, honestly, but yeah, a little bit more effort to work the cord than the Kubi, but, and that's, you know, that all has to do with how they finish off the edge. I have no doubt that I could just work, you know, just 10 minutes and this edge could be like shaving. You know what I haven't done in a while? Let's see. See, it just, I could shave with it, and now I look ridiculous with that spot on my arm, my hairy old arm. Just not every blade is exactly, I don't know, it's weird. But it's a beautiful, I mean, it is a beautiful knife by a, I don't know, yeah. Ishin's designs are loved by some and hated by others. And there's a lot of controversy over the manner of his death. And I'm going to let you guys look that up if you want. If you know, I'm not going to comment on it. But to see that his designs are still out there in the world, you know, I mean, I love the blade. I do love the blade. And the mechanics on this are great. I really want to look up the value of the knife. But CPM, like I said, CPM S35VN and full titanium, premium knife, really is. And something that I definitely would carry. I would carry this. Love the sound. That is a solid knife sound. So anyway, and sticker for the mat that I don't think we have yet. Very nice. So I always put a link to the EDC Club in the video description, because this is one of my top favorite subscriptions. I always think that this is absolutely money well spent every month. This is, you know, even with stuff that I'm like, is this really the best choice for the box? Like, I have not seen a useless item in this box. There have been, like, they gave us those little puzzles once upon a time, but even then, you know, like, looking back on it, I could see the point. You know what I mean? Like, I've never seen a real, I can't think of it, maybe I'd have to go back. I've never seen just a real fluff piece thrown in this box. I love this box. And there are so many things in this box that I do have use for at work or whatever. So, like, I do really like, this is one of the ones that, like, sometimes I say, like, I can really stand behind and like, I recommend to people, and I do. I love this box. This is money well spent as far as I'm concerned. I love it. So there's a link in the video description if you want to go check it out. And I'm so excited when this shows up every month. Two cool knives. I'm going to explore this some more and see what we can do with it. This, obviously, outdoors, any day, every day, great. And, you know, not my favorite item, but I'm going to give it a chance. I'm really going to give it a chance. I'm going to put it to work. I'm definitely going to have to, you know, I'm going to take it to the shop, throw this on the mill or the lathe, whichever is more convenient, and just bore this out a little bit so it fits my hand a little bit better. And what the hell? Put it to work. It'll be a cup. But overall, happy again. And can't wait to see what they got next month. So what do you guys think? What is your favorite item, least favorite item? You know, if you guys subscribe to the EDC Club, what do you think? Happy this month? Not happy? Let's chat. Let's talk about it. Give me your opinions, because I love to talk about this stuff with you guys. The one thing I don't want to talk about, I don't want to get all sorts of opinions on the whole what happened to Elijah Isham. You guys look it up, and you know there's going to be some. This should have happened. This shouldn't have happened. Anyway, let's not discuss that in the comments. Okay, let's just. It happened. Talk about his knives, not the man or any choices made or anything like that. All right, guys. I got more videos to do today, so happy belated New Year by the time you see this. And remember that you guys are all absolutely awesome, and I appreciate every single one of you. And I'll be back again real soon.